All right, cool. Let's close up the show then. Last angle. So we're saved the best for last, supposedly. The best workers, I guess. So the Crown Jewel showcase, the main event match was Cody Rhodes against Gunther, champion versus champion, the Universal / WWE Undisputed Champion against the World Heavyweight Champion. So, like usual, I'm going to skip to the end, okay? I'm going to refer you to the links in the description if you want to see this match. This is a long video. It's got like at least 45 minutes, including the ring walk, so super long match. But the ending was Gunther had him in a choke, and I think Cody kind of reverses it and pins him like that. So if you guys are watching on the YouTube, I can't really describe it. I'm not a wrestling commentator, but okay. So he reversed the choke into a pin, and that was that. And Gunther here is pounding on the floor after the match, pissed off that he took a clean loss. So there's Cody with the big smile, and I think Gunther shakes his hand, kind of pissed off like. And again, like Liv Morgan, Triple H comes out and hands him that big shiny belt, which I guess they're going to give him a ring. It's like a Super Bowl ring. That's what I heard the commentators say. He's the first Crown Jewel
They gave him a ring, right?
And there's some Saudi Arabian guy here. I'm like, who the hell is this guy? Why does he get to be in a WWE ring? This loser.
The guy that probably paid $50 million.
Oh, so he's a rich loser. Honestly, he's still a loser. I don't care that he's rich. This guy would have never been in wrestling if it wasn't for his money. So I'm going to talk shit about this. Let's talk shit about this Saudi Arabia show in general.
That goes without saying.
But as I will say afterwards, after we give our reviews of this match, but I'll give my thoughts on them having this show. But okay, so then they brought out Liv and Cody celebrated together as the men's and women's best wrestlers of the year, I guess. Is what I gather that they're kind of trying to say here. But okay, so the Gunther and Cody match. Clean win for Cody. Let's go with Vlad. Last angle of the day before I go to my honorable mentions. Go ahead.
Well, look, I'll say this. Obviously, the work and the match these guys had was tremendous. These are two tremendous wrestlers.
Thumbs up for me, by the way. Sorry, I forgot to mention.
Yeah, thumbs up. Yeah, thumbs up for the work. I think my only issue, if there is any, is that they could have done something here where, where Gunther actually wins, but like there's some sort of angle behind it. I know. I mean, they could have done something maybe with Kevin Owens. We already know that he is involved with Cody. I think that would have been the person that would have made the most sense. I think we were thinking prior maybe the Bloodline, but the Bloodline, they had their hands full of, they already have the people that they need. They don't need to be involved with Cody stuff right now. But definitely Kevin Owens could have been involved in this, and then Gunther could have won, and nobody would have really lost clean. I think they could have avoided that. They're two champions, and why does either have to lose clean on this Saudi Arabia pay-per-view? I'm sorry, I don't see a need for it. The work, tremendous. Match, fantastic. Everything looked tremendous. Everything looked great. They just put in a hell of a show, but did they really have to beat Gunther? The big question here.
Yeah, isn't everyone going to talk shit to Gunther now? Like, if I was one of Gunther's, I'd be like, man, you're not even the top champion. You lost to Cody clean. So, I don't know. This is, to me, kind of bad. But I'll jump to Robert. Yeah. Vlad, if you have more thoughts, I'll give you more time later. But Robert, thumbs up from you also. So, what are your thoughts about this?
So, this match, as far as the work is concerned, was really, really good. Probably the best of the show. Up till the end, I'll get to the finish in a bit. But my prediction for this match was that Cody Rhodes would beat Gunther, and the reason why I predicted that, even though I would have liked to see Gunther win this, is this Crown Jewel thing. I don't know if this is gonna be like an annual thing that they're gonna do every year.
I suspect
this is so in my head, right? In my head, I was thinking, well, all right, if this is gonna be an annual thing, and this is the first of the Crown Jewel titles, I'm sure like the WWE brass would want to see someone with the Rhodes family name be the first winner of the Crown Jewel title. Like, that's the way I see it. Even though I like Gunther more. He's my pick for Wrestler of the Year personally. And on top of that, uh, as far as respect from the overall wrestling fans, not just on the internet, but like in general, Gunther has more. I don't know if consensus is the right word because there'll never be a consensus, but Gunther is much closer to that consensus of
Really?
being respected by everybody than Cody. At least I think so.
Interesting.
And for me, Cody needed this win a lot more than Gunther because his title reign so far has not been that great. So he needed this win.
So you're fine with all this?
Well, I mean, I like Gunther more, but I think Cody needed this win more than Gunther. So that's why I was okay with it. And having said that, the finish felt very fluky to me. I didn't really like it. Maybe they could have gone with some other way to finish it, and maybe not a clean loss, like what Vlad mentioned. So I just didn't like the finish, but the result for me was not a surprise.
All right, real quick, I'm gonna put a minute for me. I'm gonna go on a rant here. I gave this a thumbs down. I don't know if you guys read my fucking review earlier, but I thought about this more and I changed my review. I gave it a half thumbs up before, but I'm giving this a fucking thumbs down now. I don't like this. Couple things. Gunther taking the loss. Yes, that hurts him. If he's in a feud with anyone on Raw, they can talk shit about him that he lost this match clean. Secondly, one thing I don't, if they're going to make this a thing, like, having a thing every year where there's a clean match finally and we see who's the best out of the two, I don't need this to be like a separate fucking show where they do that. Isn't that supposed to be WrestleMania? Isn't that what's supposed to be what WrestleMania is for, where you have the two best go at it and finally they have a real match and a clean victor? Do it within the confines of the regular show. I don't need a separate show where you guys like tell us who you think has the brass ring or who's the best wrestler of the year. I think I don't need this separate Saudi Arabia show, honestly. And thirdly, they made us forget that we don't even need the fucking World Heavyweight title. This match could have been the main event of WrestleMania for the WWE title, and they could have had this result. And that's it. The two best wrestlers fighting for the title at WrestleMania, and then let us see who goes over. This I don't like. This was a waste of my fucking time. So, thumbs down to me.
Can I I have to say a couple things, and that, well, a couple things. First, going back to what Robert said, I'm a little surprised because he said that the consensus is that Gunther is like the better.
I'm kind of with you. I think Cody's a better wrestler.
I think there's probably. I mean, to me, there's probably more of a. Well, I think definitely Cody's more over for sure as a performer and probably as a wrestler at this point. I mean, yes, I think Gunther is one of the best I've ever seen in the ring, but I don't think that automatically means that the fans consider him like over Cody. So
really, I say that because I've seen a lot more, at least online, a lot more disrespect towards Cody in his title reign so far than towards Gunther.
I would say there's a lot of people that talk a lot of crap about Cody. That's always been the case. To be honest, there's a lot of people that just don't like Cody, don't like a lot of his work. I don't particularly like his current babyface run as the champion either that much. There's been some pluses, but there's been a lot of minuses as well. But as far as the Saudi Arabia show, I think you have to realize when they're paying you $50 million, they're going to have this show. Okay, $50 million is $50 million. Okay,
that's fine. So, they can have it. Doesn't mean I'm going to like it.
You're like, who is it for? It's for WWE's finances. Sure, they're $1 billion company, but
it's for this guy. It's for this Arab guy with all this money who wanted to come in and raise Cody's hand for a minute. Like that's who it's for, really. It doesn't do anything for me.
It doesn't. It's not for you.
Well,
it's for WWE.
And then regarding your comment about like you don't need this to be a separate show, wasn't there? I thought this was pretty much taking the place of Clash of the Champions. Wasn't this essentially the same thing except they created an actual title.
Yeah, but Clash of the Champions wasn't supposed to have clean endings when they had these champion versus champion matches. You know, if they had Gunther versus Cody, there was no requirement to have a clean finish to see who's really better. You know what I mean? And that's supposed to be for WrestleMania. That's the day. That's why everyone's pissed off when they have a WrestleMania match, and then there's a fucking interference spot where someone goes on, because everyone's like, "Dude, come on, we waited for this. This was worse. We were supposed to find out who really wins." But so now they're doing it here.
The Liv versus Nia match was. I don't think that wasn't clean, but okay.
Yeah, I know. Well, those are two heels, so they had to kind of make that make sense somehow. But I don't know. But okay, if they wanted to have a clean ending here between these two guys, which they did, I don't like that.